I had this beautiful red dress planned for Christmas that I just knew was gonna make me feel like a present with a bow on top. That's not quite how it worked out though. I'm Maddie with Maddie Sews and welcome back. A couple videos back, I had actually shared with you all my plans for a Christmas dress. I was planning on making a red Christmas dress. I was going to enter it into the Little Red Dress project. Well, actually still did. So the dress that I'm actually talking about is this one right here. This is Simplicity 9012 with a really cute ruffle sleeve detail, the ruffle collar. Dreamy. It is so dreamy on her. Now, I'll admit, part of me really felt that there was a good chance that this was gonna fall into moo-moo territory, considering my bust size and all of that good stuff, but I still thought I was gonna give it a try. I mean, how bad could it have been? I'm not gonna lie, I made a couple of really unfortunate choices with this dress. The first being that I bought a really shiny, inexpensive red polyester satin to make this thing. I mean, the shine's pretty amazing. But it was a poor choice. I actually don't shy away from sewing up really slippery fabrics. I have a walking foot on my machine, and so what's really nice, in case you don't have one, I highly recommend them. What it does is it feeds your fabric in at the same time. So your feed dogs are always constantly moving. Well, this is going to match it on the top so that way both layers feed evenly. And it really is a nice experience most of the time. So I chose to make this pattern in a large. And I actually went back and forth on that because I knew that it was like meant to be voluminous and have lots of volume, but Simplicity patterns tend to have a whole lot of ease. And so part of me really thought I should have gone with the medium. And quite honestly, I think that's where I should have went instead of cutting the large. So I did cut a size larger than I probably really needed to. The instructions themselves were okay. They actually have you start by constructing the sleeve, which is 3 different pieces. So you have the top part, which is like a raglan sleeve. So you have that top part, and then you have the bottom ruffle, which is longer, and then you have the smaller ruffle that gets put on top of the other. The bottom ruffle and this top ruffle both get gathered and they're placed on top of each other. They have you based around it. And then they want you to flip up the seam allowance, which is a 5/8 seam allowance, on the inside and create a casing for some 1/4 inch elastic. Well, I mean, I don't care how good my walking foot is on my machine. There is no way that my seams right there were that straight and that great to actually be able to create a casing. And I tried, I honestly did. But there was no getting a paper clip inside that casing to put that elastic in. It just was not happening. So I decided to just kind of save myself a whole bunch of heartache and just attach the elastic onto the back in a zigzag motion. So you can see there, my elastic's totally exposed on the inside. I just pulled the elastic while I was zigzagging it on so that it kind of cinched everything right in, and that's how I did the sleeves. And I felt like it was a much easier technique than what they were calling for. Had I decided to make this dress in a cotton, I think the sleeve making process would have been a lot easier, but that's not what I was working with, right? So after the sleeves are done, really the rest of it came together really quickly. It has you sew up the sides of the dress, attach the sleeves, and then you have to go in and deal with the ruffle collar. Now, although I cut a large when I probably should have went with a medium, I'm just gonna say that the way that they instruct you to, create a casing on the inside with bias tape and then, the length that you use for the elastic, it just resulted in an overall way too big neck with a much smaller looking ruffle than what I think is pictured here. I even went back in and cinched my elastic more. You all, I didn't even bother hemming this dress because I knew from the moment that I put it on that I was in clown territory. I mean, I had music playing in my head that was going do 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 do. Yup, I feel like a clown. I tried cinching this thing in at the waist. It still was not working for me. I considered maybe even cutting it into a blouse, but then, you know, when it was all said and done, I sat back and thought to myself, am I really gonna wear this bright, shiny red stuff another time? And the answer is no. No, I'm not gonna wear this. I'm not gonna wear it as a top. I'm not gonna wear it as a dress. So why would I sit here and try to change it and make it more wearable when I know I'm not gonna wear it? I'm just not. And so here I am laughing at myself. And I just want to let you guys know that not every single one of your projects is going to turn out as amazing as you envisioned it to be. And that's okay, right? And furthermore, don't let anyone tell you that you need to finish something that you know you're not going to wear. Because ultimately, you're going to end up wasting your time for what? Go and use that time to make something that you know you're going to love. Don't kill your sojo on this. With all of that being said, I honestly think that I'm gonna go ahead and keep this dress for next Halloween, and maybe we'll just do like a clown theme. That could be fun. I can learn how to juggle. So this is my lovely red dress that I made for the Little Red Dress Project and for Christmas. I still submitted it for the Little Red Dress Project because I made it. She didn't say it needed to be wonderful. She might actually decide to change her rules next year after seeing this little number. But it's all good. Well, there's my red dress. Let me know what you think, or if you've actually made this pattern and it ended up being really successful. Well, until next time, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.